I mean, I think in ways, absolutely, because like in my brain, all I wanted to do was get my parents to let me move to New York. And they were like, you're not doing that without income, right? So that's my first offer of like actual tangible income. So yeah, it's in a way difficult, but it's also not, because I really do have a certain level of trust in myself when it comes to work that I'm going to figure it out. Which is also a huge blessing, and I was raised in a family that like made me feel like I could do that, like financially and tangibly. So I cannot sit here and say like, yeah, it's just because I like work super hard. Like that's definitely a part of it. But I was also like really fortunate to have that like delusion of like, yeah, I'm doing that. Like, I could be going through the worst thing on planet Earth, and like all I'm thinking in the back of my head is like, oh, this is what my next album is about. I don't care if that's sick, that's what I do. Like, and I've had like with like ex-partners I've been with, like, you know, I've just been like we'll be in like a blowout of an argument. And I've been like, babe, I gotta tell you something. Like, just out of transparency. All I'm thinking about right now, and I'm telling you this so that you're not wondering why I'm like completely disassociated from the situation, all I'm thinking about right now is like what song I'm making from this. And I'm really sorry, but that is what I'm doing. Well, I anybody who I'm with or who is in my life in an immediate way, they know what they're signing up for. Like, you know, and I'm not saying it in a way that's like malicious or manipulative or disrespectful, at least not intentionally. And it will never be that for me, because I really respect the people that I keep in my company. It just is who I am. And it's just how I'm wired, and that's like how I express myself and communicate. I think, well, the Carpenters are my favorite. I think Karen Carpenter, I was just like you can't like put it into words. I also think like not only is she incredible, but she's also like one of the greatest drummers ever. Like she had an incredible struggle with her own personal like eating disorders and stuff before she passed. And so I've always felt this like very cute like string to her. I used to listen to the Carpenters with my dad growing up a lot, and then I like figured out that They Long to Be was then sampled and dubbed over by Stevie Wonder into a talk box. And then that was sampled into a Frank Ocean song that's off my favorite album that I have a tattoo of, and I learned all of this later. And it makes me, I love it so much. I think the Carpenters is probably my like more surprising one. I also think like Steve Perry is like one of the best vocalists ever. I love Steve Perry so much. I mean, like Journey was everything. Like Dad Rock is a huge influence to me. And then also like Heart, like I think like those sisters are incredible. I get asked about my sexuality and eating disorders, like it's like my right and left arm. And in a lot of ways, I love that because I've been so incredibly open about it, and it's something that I, you know, really not enjoy talking about, but feel like I want to sometimes. I think with that comes being asked a lot of really dumb questions, and being asked things that make me uncomfortable, and then having to like reroute in my head and be like, shit, did I ask for this? And then I'm like, actually, no, I didn't. That was just ignorant. So there's that. But I also think that like there's a level of, there's comfort in community, right? And like I think like when I've been out for 10 years, but that doesn't mean that I've been out to like, you know, everyone in my family. That doesn't mean that I've been out to everyone in my personal life. That doesn't mean that I've been accepting of myself whatsoever. And so I think like when I was very open about being gay, like publicly, it became a lot more ton for me to celebrate myself. Obviously, like, I was latent, like, sexualized college girl. She's a lesbian, and you know, all of a sudden I was doing like these interviews and people are like, yeah, how does it feel to be like a face of queer culture, or things like that, or however they would word it. And I think that it's really sick. I think that it's cool. I think that it makes me very proud, and it makes me want to be better. I also think that, like, trademarking like a white cis bisexual woman as like the pinnacle of queerness in media is really silly and stupid and palatable. So there's a lot of nuance. I love being gay so much. I enjoy it thoroughly now at this point in my life, which I feel very good to say, because I don't think he could have like paid me to say that like a couple years ago, maybe even like a year and a half ago.